Most people looking at the Milton real estate market right now are focused on the wrong number. They see prices down 6% from last year, and they think the market is struggling. But that's not the story. The story is what's happened since March. I'm Amy Flowers, the broker and team leader for the Flowers team here at Royal LePage Meadowtown. We've been ranked #1 in Milton since 2009, and we track this market every single week. Here's what we are actually seeing right now. March 2026 was the bottom. The average sale price in Milton hit the lowest point of the year, just under $940,000. Since then, prices have climbed 3 months in a row. By June, we're back to nearly $1 million. That's not a market in free fall. That's a market that's found its floor and it's started moving up. Just yesterday, Royal LePage released their Q2 2026 National Housing Report. The headline is that prices are down year over year across Canada. But the more important detail is that on a quarter-over-quarter basis, prices are up. The direction has changed. And in the GTA, Royal LePage is forecasting recovery through the end of the year. Milton is not the GTA. We have our own demand drivers, our own supply picture, and our own buyer profile. But the national shift matters because it changes how buyers and sellers feel about making a move. So let me tell you about what this actually means depending on where you are. If you're thinking about buying, here's the window you're sitting on right now. Prices are still below where they were a year ago. Selection is better than it was in 2024 when the inventory was extremely tight. And the buyers who've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for the perfect moment, they're still there. When they come back to the market, and they will, the competition increases and the selection shrinks. The people who wait for certainty almost always pay for it. New listings in Milton dropped 10% from May to June. Detached homes dropped 15%. The peak inventory window was in May. We are already past that. The window is not closed, but it is closing. If you're thinking about selling, here's what the data tells us. Well-priced homes in Milton are selling for above asking. Overpriced homes, they're sitting. The gap between the two outcomes is getting wider as the market recovers, which means pricing strategy matters more than ever right now. The floor is in. The direction is up. Listing into a market where prices are recovering is a very different position than listing into a market where prices are falling. Looking ahead to fall, the signals we track point towards a more active market. Pent-up demand for buyers who've paused this spring, that's real. Sellers who've held through the slow months will start to list. Early fall, before the new wave of listing hits, tends to favor well-positioned properties. The risks are real too. Inflation, hotter than expected in May. Trade uncertainties with the US is not resolved. These are not reasons to freeze. They're reasons to make decisions based on current data with a team that's been navigating this market through every condition since 2009. We've helped over 3,000 Milton families buy and sell, and what we know is this: the best decisions get made when they have the right information, not when you're waiting for the news to catch up with what the data already is showing. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Milton, come talk to us. We'll show you exactly where you stand.